Daddy, is that you?
An eerie stillness has settled over the old manor. The gaslight flickers on the wallpaper, a sickly, yellowed paper strewn with faded floral patterns. A lone figure moves slowly through the hall, each step quiet, tentative. It is late at night in Victorian England, and the air is thick with dust and forgotten memories. I, a man with a gentle heart, run my fingers along the scarred wood paneling. The silence presses on me. I remember the stories. Once, a child lived here, and something dreadful happened. Now, I can feel eyes watching me from the darkness. I take a breath and continue, voice barely a whisper, telling myself this is just the wind. But the wind is silent. A tapping comes from the wall behind me. 3 soft scratches like fingernails brushing plaster. I freeze. Is someone there? I whisper, each word trembling in the hush. Only silence answers. I wait. The house groans softly as if in pain. Slowly I edge along the hallway, candle in hand, seeking the source. The flame bobs as I pass a cracked mirror. In it, I catch a glimpse of movement, a girl's white nightgown drifting in the corner of my eye. When I turn, nothing is there, only the broken silhouette of furniture. My breath catches, my heart hammers in my chest. I start to question my sanity. Was I hearing things, seeing ghosts in the mirror? I step forward into the next room, a nursery, its door long ago splintered and removed. Darkness lies within, except for the candlelight's trembling glow. This was once a child's room. My throat tightens. In the corner, I spy a small wooden rocking chair, empty and still. The wallpaper is torn at the bottom, hanging loose over a hastily covered hole in the wall. I heard you, I say softly into the darkness. My voice is calm, practiced, but my knuckles whiten around the candle. From behind the torn wallpaper, a soft giggle, a tiny whisper. Daddy? A gust of freezing air sweeps the room. The candle flickers wildly. I stumble backward, heart racing. The voice lingers, a child's innocent tone echoing from within the walls. I want to believe it's imagination, but the voice was clear, too clear. I strain to listen, but now all is silent once more. With shaking hands, I peel the wallpaper from the wall. Underneath, the wood is scratched. Deep, deliberate gouges, almost like claw marks digging into the grain. My blood runs cold. They are fresh. The scent of rot and old sorrow wafts as bits of plaster fall away. Eyes widening, I notice something else. A small handprint in dust on the floor, perfectly child-sized. The print is pale, a chalky white hand leaving an impression. The dust has been disturbed, as if a small hand pressed it into the shape of a child's palm. I kneel. Overwhelmed, I wonder what kind of creature could do this. Show yourself, I whisper. Please. Silence, except the distant beat of my hammering heart. I climb atop a chair. Without thinking, I rap on the wood panel with a nail. Knock. Knock. Each blow echoes through the house. Suddenly, a childlike sob breaks the silence. I scramble down, nearly dropping the candle. The sob is mournful, slow, echoing like it's coming from a well. I stagger backward. Memories crash into me. Long buried, painful. I recall an old room hidden behind this very wall, my daughter's room, filled with laughter and lullabies. A mistake. The sob turns into a whisper. Daddy, forgive me. That name nearly passes my lips. Could it really be? But that was another time. Decades passed. My daughter's face flickers behind my eyes. I had loved her. I had to leave her. But I cannot forget. I realize the truth. What I hear is not my daughter but another. Someone's daughter trapped, forgotten by time. I am seized by guilt. A cold dread fills me. Though innocent by name, I turned a blind eye. A neighbor's child? A secret kept out of love? It doesn't matter now. The truth claws at me harder than any physical scratch. A low creak comes from the floorboards. I follow the sound to the corner of the room. The floor seems warped, as if concealing something. I kneel and push aside a threadbare rug. My candlelight flickers as I find a hidden trap door. Its edges are splintered, like someone tried to hide it. Dust drifts from the crack as I lift the lid. Inside is darkness so deep it seems to swallow light. Breathing heavily, I descend. The air is stale and heavy. Each step on the wooden steps groans. Below is the image from nightmares, an underground chamber moonlit through a broken ceiling window. Against the far wall, behind earth-stained bricks, lie small, white shapes. Bones. Child-sized bones, clean of flesh, piled together in silence. In one corner, the shredded remains of a tattered dress. And on the wall, those claw marks, deep and numerous. The realization hits me like a physical blow. I was too late. I stumble back from the sight. My mind reels with horror and guilt. The room begins to spin. The candle guttering reveals for an instant a small girl's form, a pale silhouette pressing against the other side of the wall, a finger to its lips, and eyes that never blink. Then, darkness. I fumble back to the stairs, nearly collapsing. As I climb out, a tiny cold hand brushes my shoulder. I flinch but do not look back. Above, the nursery is empty again. The cold whisper returns. Remember? It's all too much. Sorrow and terror so entwined that tears sting my eyes. I realize the price of my neglect. The ghost of a little girl forever trapped behind a wall of lies. I whisper into nothing, voice breaking. I hear you. And for a moment the whisper answers. I remain there, frozen, candle still flickering in my hand. Outside, the night holds its breath. Whether it was guilt or ghost that whispered, I am no longer the same man who entered this house. Now, the girl's voice echoes in my mind, a lament I can never forget.